If I just attack with all, I win. Awesome, we get there. And it's over. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for choosing Champ Dog for your entertainment hours. So I'm a little bit coffeeed out. I already had a coffee this morning, as I will mention in... I don't think it's the video I just put up. It's probably the video that is coming out after this one. I'm batch recording some intros and outros today because that's just how things have shaken out. I'm still sitting in here in my pajamas at 12 o'clock at midday. So after I finish batch recording all of these, I'm going to go hop in the shower and stop being a disgusting slob. But yeah, it was a bit of a slow start to the day and wanted to get in a couple hours of recording. And yeah, then the rest of the day is going to be video editing for you lovely people, so I have something to share with you. But I have got some water in a mug, so let's still get in a synchronized sip. Again, as I think I mentioned in the previous outro, yeah, this mug is garbage in terms of its messaging. I do not endorse this message, but it's a nice mug. It feels nice in the hand, and you know, it was a gift, so yeah. But yeah, don't think I'm sharing it with the world because I agree with its philosophy. Anyway, so today we're just jumping in with some more rogues. This is an unedited list from the version you saw in the previous video. So we're not going to be doing a deck tech, and there's not really any point doing an outro at the... No, I take that back. There will be an outro at the end of this one because we're going to make a slight change to the deck. Also, apologies, I know these videos are a little bit longer. It's hard to fit in like best of 3 content into the shorter video time. And not just have one game. I wanted to like at least share a couple of games with you in each video. So yeah, the Rogues videos will be a little bit longer, but I hope you guys enjoy it. I do primarily do best of 3 here on the channel, so I hope you guys can enjoy watching that a little bit more. But yeah, that's enough of me rambling. Let's jump into some games. Okay, on the play, which is nice. We just had a pretty sad loss against Mono Green Stumpy. Got land screwed and made some mistakes. Up against the Grizzled Gamer with the Bowless Avatar. What do we think about this hand? It's not amazing, but I think it's capable. We've got an early creature, we've got a little bit of early interaction, we've got some card draw. Mono red. Get rid of an 3 Ember Cleaves. That's really nice. Shuffler's fine, guys. Shuffler's fine. Robber of the Rich. Yep. They do not get to rob us. These are both non-human. Okay. It's a little bit sad. 5 cards in yard. 9 cards in yard. Bone Crusher Giant, sure. So we'll kill the robber now. Did not find the land. So this will be a land, we'll just play it tapped. I really wanted to find an untapped blue so I could play out the other wind rubber, but it was not to be. At least Into the Story's turned on now. That's something. Rolling Vortex. Okay. Rolling Vortex again, okay. Doesn't bother me that much. Imagine main decking Vortex. I guess I could have bought Lurrus there and still had Drown held up. But I kind of want to go for Into the Story. I think I had, like, I kind of had our tunnel vision on the Into the Story there. That might have actually been a better line. Sack this so they don't get their giant. Cool. That's pretty wonderful. That's all 4 of their Ember Cleaves in the bin. Oh, poor guy. Oh, my dude. Should have played the Ruin Crabs first. That was just incredibly foolish of me. That was a big oops. So now that we've done that and we have made that mistake, what's the play then? We probably want to hold up Drown in the Lock. We don't want to play Of One Mind or Into the Story because we're already at very full hand size. I want to hold up the Thieves Guild as a flash surprise. Heightened Reflexes. There's a mono red brew of some kind. Okay, but if I buy this, that's fine. I'm going to buy it. They've got 1 card in hand. No attacks. It's funny, the Rolling Vortexes will probably kill them before me, judging off how things look at the moment. Okay, so they've got a Stomp. Shadow Skull Smashing, sure. I think we can just counter that. All the Ember Cleaves are in the bin, so I don't need to be wary of that. There's a couple of Torbrands in there as well. 3. All 4 Ember Cleaves and all 4 Torbrands are in the bin, so there's not a lot that I have to be concerned about here. Yeah, I mean, I think this game's just over from the mill triggers. There's... Let's see what else is in their deck. Yeah, I don't... There's nothing left in their deck that can win them the game, unfortunately. So are we Lurrusing here? I think we just double crab because I'm probably going to be able to mill them before I can kill them with damage. I could just do all of it. Why do one when you can do it all? But yeah, I mean, this game's over. Sucks for our opponent. Yeah, sorry, buddy. I can't imagine that was fun for them. I don't mind Cling here, to be honest. So they're probably going to bring in Phoenix, if not Ox. Opponent's build is a little bit weird. I don't know what that heightened reflexes is doing in there. Nor the main deck Royals. This hand is terrible. This is a little bit better. I mean, they know we have it, but that's fine. Oh, holding priority. Okay, so it looks like they have Stomp. So we're not going to play the Enforcer. Flash in a couple things at end of turn if we want to. Okay, 2 annexes down. Storm's Wrath. Interesting. Interesting. I just wanted to get them up to the 8 there. Means our plan's on the table. Nice. Torbrand, yep, that's unfortunate. Okay, so we've been through 2 Akroan Wars, an Embercleave. I think Torbrand's a pretty good target for domination. Another Torbrand. Hope they don't have it. Looks like they didn't this time. Should have attacked with Torbran. Hit another Embercleave, so there's 2 Embercleaves, 2 Akroan Wars down. I might be cycling this next turn, so I'm just going to hold it. Ox of Agonis, sure. Nice draw 3 for them. They're pretty happy with that. We might hit something we want to play, which is why I'm doing that first. And in this case, it's just something we want to hold up and give ourselves the option of. Sure. Ox. So yeah, if I had just played the Ruin Crab and held up cycling during my opponent's turn, I wouldn't have had the option of holding up Drown here. In this case, I want to save it in case they hit Embercleave. I'm happy to trade Torbrans here. I'm also happy to trade Thieves Guild Enforcer for Torbran and block Fervent Champion with my Torbran. And then counter an Embercleave. Looks like they're choosing a target for Stomp. Or they could just be trying to do some quick math. Shadow Skull Smashing. Need to counter that. Mana value is less than 23, so should be safe. So they have 2 blockers. And I can attack for 4, 8. So this does 4 damage as well. Okay, so if I just attack with all, I win. Awesome, we get there. 3 wins, 1 loss so far. How did we get matched against someone in bronze? Oh my gosh. This hand is not amazing by any stretch, but I think I'll keep it. Double Ruin Crab's actually pretty decent. Gruel, okay. Bronze. Wonder what's going on here. This smells like a stomp to me, so if they're bluffing, that's fine. Oh, it's Naya. Okay. Maybe they were bluffing, maybe they didn't have the red, but there's no point, when I'm at 20, there's no point risking a ruined crab over 1 point of damage. Eddie. Might as well play this. Yeah, Naya Adventures. These come into tap, play tapped. No matter what I play, it's a tap land, so I might as well play the Fabled Passage. At this point, I will make them have it, because they will have already done their job by the time I crack this passage. There's the red. Here comes the stomp, I assume. Ooh, which one? Okay. Very nice. Doing it like this to maximize my mill triggers rather than trying to surprise. It's unlikely with 2 open mana that they attack with the Innkeeper. Half their deck gone. It's good for us. Sad that we don't have any counter magic held up. But that's the hand we're dealt, and that we decided to keep and not mulligan, so... Sure, and they get to start drawing cards off this Eddie. Untapped land, untapped land. You're just not really going to matter. I mean, I'll draw other lands. I'm just going to hold up didn't say please here. Easy block. Fortunately, our opponent's been able to refill pretty handily because of this Eddie. Okay, so they're going to have flying creatures. That's sad, but there's no point countering this. I am going to counter this just so that I'm doing something with my mana this turn cycle. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 showdowns gone. That's pretty nice, actually. I'm happy with that. I am happy with that. These tokens are going to be a problem. But I think we're just on the mill plan now. I think I'd rather have this available to block something more important later if I need to. Nice. So because I know that's there, I'm not going to buy Lurrus. Because I may want to sack the Wind Robber to draw it and counter something this turn. If they hit something like a Showdown, for example. Oh, did these decks run Embercleave? I mean, I haven't seen one here. Or even a Toski. Anything game-breaking. Although I don't think Toski does enough fast enough to stop them from milling out. There it is. Counter that. That's an easy counter and an easy sack from the Wind Robber. Giant Killer, sure. I was going to say a land would be nice, but I really did mean an untapped land. This is going to be close, actually. This is going to be quite close. Unless I hit a Fabled Passage next turn, in which case it's just over. I wanted to get rid of that Giant Killer Toski, okay. That's... And it's over. So obviously want the Thirst. Probably want a couple of negates. This seems to be almost our standard sideboarding plan. It was nice to get that first win, though. That was pretty important for us. It's also good we hit the Fabled Passage. I don't think we were going to get another turn there. Still can't get over being matched up against someone in bronze at this point. I'm going to be back in a minute. But thanks to the wonders of the pause recording button, it's all going to be the same to you. This hand is obviously unkeepable. This is not much better. Very creature heavy hand. Oh, and an eddy that I can't answer. Oh, it hurts. That's actually nice. Do they want to rumble? Wow, that's so aggressive. I mean, I will happily take that block. Happily. Sure. Bit late for you, I think. That was very aggressive. And maybe I blocked a little too aggressively as well. Means I don't get the double trigger. Clothis, that's unfortunate. We do not have an answer to that. We do not have an answer to that. I think we play this. And this. Just maximize our damage output. Have to race a Clothis now. This little flickery effect's cool. I mean, the red swirly thing's fine, but it's actually making the card underneath it sort of flicker and take on that sort of tiled Theros alternate art style. The mosaic, that's the word I'm looking for, mosaic style. Clarion Spirit and a follow-up, make some tokens. Sure. I assume they don't attack. There's no reason for them to. No point for us to attack with the Enforcer and just get it chumped. So we have Into the Story or Double Thought Thief, depending what we want to go with here. I can't see their graveyard as clearly to see if they're going mosaic-y. But yeah, I hadn't noticed that before. Okay, could just be a graphical glitch on my computer. Maybe I should take it all back. I thought it was cool though. Oh man. Just drowning in spirits. Why would they keep Draneth Magistrate in against us? It does nothing. I'm not casting spells from anywhere other than my hand at any point in the game. See how aggressive they want to be here? No lands. Take out a bunch of their tokens at least. Does leave our shields down for one turn. They found the extra red for an ox, which will get them back under. Yeah, my board looks way less impressive now. Way less impressive. Okay, I think we need to swap to the mill them out plan now. I was trying to be a little more aggressive earlier just because I drew so many of my rogues. But yeah, with the way this board's looking, I think my job is survive and just try to mill the last few cards out of their hand. The last 20 cards out of their graveyard. Is that bad for us if they start drawing cards off that? Well, it's definitely not great for us. I think we have to let it through though and save our counters for something more menacing. So it'll be 2 cards left, back up to 5. So back up to 3. That's interesting. So they're just trying to get me dead. They're just trying to get me dead. Only 2 cards in their yard, damn. Unfortunately, I think I am just dead here. So let's just move on. Game 3. Okay. So yeah, what I'm doing here is, and like again, I'm still trying to kind of like half remember PVDDR's like sideboarding guide. Obviously, it's a few seasons old now, but having seen how that went, it seems like maybe the mill them approach is not the best way forward, given that they do have access to Ox. And I might just need to be aiming to kill them. Got a lot of early interaction in this hand, so I'm going to try keeping it even though the lands are a little awkward. Untap land's nice. Got this held up to flash in at end step. It's a good opportunity with nothing on the board that I want a Blood Chief's Thirst to play this tapped. Clarion Spirit, sure. That's a good target for Blood Chief's Thirst. And we just keep on drawing them. But yeah, this lets them get a very big board very quickly. Okay, so they have the stomp. So I can cast off one mind here. I think I'm better off just buying Lurrus. And the question is, well, what color do I play this on? I think blue, because at some point I could hit a Lull Mage's Domination. Yep, there's the stomp. It's a little bit sad, but there's not much we can do about it. If I'd played this on black, I would have been able to Lurrus and then play Thieves Guild Enforcer. That line's no longer available to us, so maybe that was a mistake and that was meant to be on black. No green land from them yet. It's good for us. That'll be their green source. Okay. I think I just fire this off here. They're holding priority on the Fabled Passage. There's our black source. Just crack your passage, buddy. Please. For everyone's sake, just crack your passage. For everyone watching at home. Even for your own sake. You don't want to have to keep clicking resolve, do you? Has our opponent disconnected? I mean, there's no way they're just salt roping here. Okay, no, they're back. Maybe they were AFK. Okay, opponent has way more time left. Well, a couple minutes more than we do, so... It's just good to check those things. I mean, it's unlikely this third match will last longer than either of us has, but it's good to keep track of. Take our 4 here. Nothing we can really do about it. Ouch. Nothing we can do about that either. Spellbind is pretty pretty sad for us. Unfortunately, no way to get them to enough cards. So I think we fire this off now so they can't hit it with the Spellbinder. So Wind Robber's probably just going to be a chump blocker this turn. Spirit, yep. They must be tempted to showdown to use their mana more efficiently, but yep, I think Spellbind is a good play here. Giant, sure. Interesting to see what they target. My plan at this point is to cast Domination on the Giant next turn. Yep, so that's what they take. So I will have to pay the full 6 for it if I want to do that. This gives us other options. Which one of these lands do I want to play? What am I doing this turn? So I could just Domination the Giant. I could try to surprise it with an Enforcer. I think I want to remove this Clarion Spirit. I might want to cast Enforcer, so if I do this, I can get the Wind Robber, but then I can't Enforcer and Drown. I still think it's just the better play though, isn't it? That's unfortunate. Do they block? They do. Okay, interesting. A little bit unexpected. need to counter that, unfortunately. And no one's prepared for the second glass casket, are they? A little bit unfortunate, but what can we do? So we're going to chump block the giant. So I can domination the Ox if I really want to. Oh, these untapped lands. Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay, so looks like they have a stomp. If they have one more, we're just dead here, unfortunately. And we're actually just dead either way. Oh well. Lost to someone in bronze. Still 60% win rate. Not too bad. Okay, so we've been having some fun with the deck. One thing that I've noticed is that I almost never bring in Skyclave Shade. There's only a handful of matchups where it's actually good. It's good against Sultai Ultimatum. It can be like actually actively very good in that matchup, and it's good against other Rogues decks. But Rogue matchup is not nearly as common or popular as it was when this deck was put together. There's also not really the Dimir control lists. And yeah, even the like Sultai lists are a little bit different to what they used to be. So yeah, I'm not finding Skyclave Shade as useful, and I am running into a lot more aggressive decks. And things like, particularly like Naya token / adventures, can really build a wide board really quickly, and I want to have a solution to that. So the change I'm going to make is just to cut 2 of these and bring into Crippling Fear. Now, I don't think, specifically Naya Adventures, I don't think is ever going to be a good matchup for us. Sound off in the comments if you disagree, but I think it's a bad matchup. Ox of Agonis makes it, you know, it's a really good card against us. It makes it difficult to mill them out. It makes it difficult to maintain the graveyard size, to turn things on, and they just have like so much card draw and grind that it can just be very difficult to contain them, and also their removal matches up fairly well to what we're doing. You know, Stomp can shut down a Wind Robber or a Thieves Guild Enforcer if you play them early, and having access to Scorching Dragonfire, Fire Prophecy, etc., that can kill off our Ruin Crabs and our Soaring Thought Thieves. And the problem is you kind of want to play these things early because the mill plan doesn't really work out. You really need to try and aim to kill them before they can kill you. So you want to play these early, and then you run the risk of being stomped. So, I mean, there's definitely things I need to adjust to my game plan, but that feels like a bad matchup. But that doesn't mean we can't have a couple of things for it in the sideboard. I don't think it's going to be enough, but I think this could be handy in a few different situations. You know, kills off Bonecrusher Giants. It's good against Seasoned Hallowblade, things like that in mono white, and I'm just seeing a lot more aggro than I am seeing Sultai Ultimatum or other rogues. I feel like the deck is already equipped to do fairly well against Sultai Ultimatum, so taking out the shades shouldn't be the critical difference, and rogues is uncommon enough that I don't think we need to have so many spots dedicated to it in our sideboard when we have other things we want to bring in anyway. Like Bloodchief's Thirst is good against rogues, our counter spells and Cling to Dust is good against rogues, so we have other things for that matchup anyway. But yeah, I'm just going to make that little change, and this should be the version of the deck that you'll be seeing in upcoming videos. But as always, guys, thanks for tuning into the channel. I appreciate you spending your time with us. Don't forget to hit like, don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment, tell me I'm ugly even if you want to, it all helps the algorithm. And yeah, let's boost that engagement together or something. Yeah, thanks guys, stay brilliant, give someone a high five for me. Catch you in the next video.